Can we talk, Hank, a little bit about the difference between running a jewelry store today versus running a jewelry store 80, 85 years ago?
That's a great question. The jewelry business, the fine jewelry business, is one of the few remaining businesses that has not been subjected to a lot of consolidation. If you think about 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago, in every town there was a local hardware store, a family-owned pharmacy, several shoe stores, clothing stores, what have you. And today's fine jeweler is really one of the last vestiges of independently owned, locally owned businesses. And that's something that has remained consistent over the years, although I must say the number of family-owned jewelry stores is greatly diminished from what it was even 5 or 6 years ago. Every couple of years we lose many more stores, and so we're very proud of the fact here at Hamilton that we have remained in the same family. Next year will be our 80th year that my family has owned the business, our company's 95th year, and we're very proud of that fact. There are many things that have changed over the 95 years that we've been in business, but there are also many things that have stayed the same, and that's what I enjoy most about our industry, is the fact that over 95 years, many of the same tools that our craftsmen employed in those days are still being used today. Many of the same techniques as far as crafting materials and our finished pieces are still being used today. The same attention to detail, the same level of client service that my grandfather was able to offer clients in the 1920s and the 1930s and 40s, we try and offer our clients today. It really is very much a commitment to all of the things that encompass what Hamilton is about. It's that attention to detail, it's outstanding quality, it's enduring value, and most importantly, it's client service above all. And that's what we hang our hat on here at Hamilton. And while many things have stayed the same, of course, many things have changed since those early days of our business. For instance, today we received a phone call from a client in California who had was looking for some ideas for a holiday gift. We immediately took some pictures of some items that we have here in the store, emailed them to him, and within the next few days he'll have a decision. And he hasn't even set foot in our store this year. So he's a client, has been a client over many years, and travels all over the world, is based in California, and couldn't get here to Princeton, but we're delighted to serve him in that way.
You are third generation? What are the odds of fourth generation?
I am third generation, and it's something I'm very proud of. There are not many third generation family-owned businesses that have survived. I am very fortunate to have a wonderful family, and while I encourage my children to take a look at the jewelry business, I also encourage them to look at the world outside of the jewelry business, and I hope that they'll do so. And perhaps one day there will be a fourth generation here, but it's a little too early to tell you.
Just make sure they go to Princeton.
I will.
Thank you so much, Hank.
Thanks for having me. My pleasure.